shish kebab here. I know some of you are wondering what I'm doing sitting here with Christmas paper wrapped on my head. Let me explain. I had an idea, a thought really, that with so many people getting so offended at Christians saying Merry Christmas, that I'd try to do something about it this year. And it kind of stemmed from the idea that I had based on the notion that it's the thought that counts. Perhaps you've heard that expression, it's the thought that counts. I'm not buying Christmas presents this year for anybody. I'm inviting people over Christmas Day, December 25th, here to the ball farm, and I'm going to cook some food, and maybe, potluck style, maybe somebody will bring some food as well, a vegetable, a dessert or something, maybe some fine cognac. That would be nice. And we're going to eat together. Now, and I know some people are going to bring gifts, because that's one of the traditions around Christmas time, is you give gifts to one another. And for those of you who don't know where that comes from, it's a direct outpouring of, or result of, the idea that God loved us so much that he came to earth at Christmas time, and in the form of man, to try one last time, one last ditch attempt to get our attention, so that we would love one another instead of all the other crazy things that we're doing to people, doing to one another and doing to ourselves. God gave us the greatest gift of all. That's where the Christmas presents idea comes from. That's what I think. And they say it's the thought that counts. So what I'm going to do is people are exchanging gifts. When it's my turn, I'm going to pause and I'm going to think a thought. I'm going to think about what I would like them to have, because it's the thought that counts. The wrapping paper, well, that's there because I do want them to have something to open. It's part of the tradition. It makes Christmas special for me. See, I'm a pretty creative guy. I think I've got a pretty good mind, and I can think some pretty interesting things. In fact, you should think what I'm thinking about you right now. Don't be nervous. This Christian thing, though, it's not my fault. I was born into it. My mother was a Christian and my father was a Christian, and I did accept Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. But I didn't do it to make you mad at me. You understand that? It wasn't my intention to make you angry or uncomfortable. I didn't do it to offend you. Can you please think about that? Because it's the thought that counts. A lot of people are getting annoyed when they hear somebody say Merry Christmas, and they say, hey, I'm not a Christian, or I am, and it offends me anyways, or I don't believe in anything, and that's okay. That doesn't offend me, okay? In fact, I've learned about other religions. Not all of them. I'm not an expert, okay? So don't send me, questions on the Quran or things about, what do Tibetan monks study, okay? I don't know everything about that stuff, but I know some stuff about that. I learned a lot about Jewish tradition because my Savior is Jewish. And it doesn't bother me that people do other things. I don't take it personally. In fact, I'm quite certain, and there may be people watching this video right now who celebrate way better than I do. The point being, I won't get offended at you. Please, don't get offended at me. I know you're not doing it on purpose. I know that you're not doing it just to offend me. So, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas. Please don't be offended, and remember, it's the thought that